Then you have TV standard. You select that to select NTSC, which you probably want if you're in, like, say, the USA, or PAL if you're in, like, Japan or the UK. Next you have format. Now this depends upon whether or not you have a memory card in. If you don't have a memory card in, when you format it, it'll format the internal memory card, which is, I think I said 128 megabytes. It'll format that, but if you have an SD card in, it leaves that alone and formats the SD card. So be careful, you know, what you want to do. Then next you have default, which is to reset any settings you've changed back to the factory default. Then language, which allows you to pick for the menus English, German, French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Dutch. I'm not sure what the next one is. I think it's Japanese or Chinese, Turkish, and there's a couple others. Next you have frequency, 50 Hz or 60 Hz. I tend to stick with 50, but you need to look up information about when's best to use that and when best not to use that. And it looks like my brother's sleeping in the corner there because he's just had a long day. Then if I go back to video mode, I'm trying to keep this brief, but if you press display, that gets rid of the display of battery and stuff on your little screen. Doesn't matter too much because it isn't recorded. And if you hit menu, it brings up this screen here, brings up options for recording movie. First one's white balance, which I've sort of explained anyway. Then resolution, you select that and you select QVGA, which is non-HD, non-widescreen. Then you can select WVGA, which is non-HD but widescreen. We can select 720p HD or 1080p HD. Next is quality. There's two options there. Don't know if you can really see, but there's two options there, and I haven't really played around with that much, and I haven't really seen any difference selecting different ones. I'm not sure. Then you have effect, which is select colour, black and white or sepia, which I think I've shown earlier. Then you have night mode on or off. Then stabilizer for reducing shakiness on or off. Then the last one under video is capture mode. There you can select to capture the video and audio, or just audio to use it like a dictator. Then if you turn the toggle to photo, then press menu, you get similar options. This time you get white balance, resolution, which you can select from either 3M, 5 million megapixels I think that is, or 12 million megapixels. So you've got three options there. Next option, whoops, changed my settings here. Next you have effect, which allows you to do the same thing as you could do with the video. You can again select to take a picture in colour, black and white or sepia, which is nice. You can do that on both modes. Next you have night mode, again on or off, and this time the last option is different from the video one. This time you have self timer. You can select a self timer for 5 or 10 seconds or off. So no, you couldn't really see it very well. Like I say, if I find on the internet or I can take out of the video any clear images, I'll try and put them in the video. But basically I was trying to be brief. Unfortunately it turned out to be a very long video review. But if you're interested in the video, then I'm sure you don't mind too much a little bit of a long video to make sure you know what you're getting. If you've got a lot of money, basically, you're probably better off getting a more expensive camera. But if you want a budget camera, I don't think you could ask for a better camera. This is probably one of the best budget camcorders there is at all. So if you want a budget camcorder, especially if you want one in HD, definitely recommend this, because very few cameras, even the slightly more expensive ones, don't do 1080p, and this does, which is really good. I also forgot to mention a minute ago, there is, if you can see on the bottom, down here somewhere, look, down here, there is, you can't really see it, but there's two little holes, and those two little holes are for a tripod. Of course, it may not work with all tripods, but you can look into that. But there is some sort of tripod support at the bottom. Apologise if it's low quality, bad lighting, or haven't been good enough, or whatever, you know, because this is my first tech review. However, if you leave a comment on the page, like say if you're on YouTube, that you leave a comment on the YouTube comment bit for this video, or any questions, if there's anything I haven't explained or haven't explained well, I'll be happy to answer it. Also, if I do any more reviews, it should be better quality because I won't have to use a web camera because I'll be using this camera. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it's helped you decide if you like this camera. So please comment, you know, if there's anything you'd like answered, and I'll try to help you.